All right, so part 2 of the annotation video. So what I'm going to do now is choose another color because those are pretty much what I'm identifying as more pathos terminology. Words or phrases that cause the reader to have an emotion. And so I'm going to now look at logos. Logos is locating facts or data related comments or words that would help boost the author's ethos. Remember, ethos is the author's credibility. Does Jane Brody have the authority to write this? So I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to highlight Jane Brody's name because that's the author. And the ethos, I'm going to say, well, I wonder who she is. Not sure yet. I'm also going to highlight New York Times for myself because that makes a difference where these articles are written. So your ethos, again, you're looking to see and find out if Jane Brody is credible to write this article. I'm now going to go into looking at more logos, facts, and data. So I'm going to skip down to paragraph 2, and I'm going to highlight a couple things. I'm going to highlight environmental forces because technically that is a type of information that really is titling something. Economic interests, so I'm going to say food and beverage industries. I'm going to highlight that because that's really titling an actual entity or a business saying that they possibly could be responsible for the obesity epidemic. And then also the way the cities and towns are built. That's an actual piece of data that could be responsible for the lack of exercise that people are not getting, or the lack that they're getting because they don't have to exercise. Everything is very much easy to get. And then also I am going to take a look at or highlight calories to match calories in and calories out. Because I don't know if you remember, in any kind of a health class, usually calories in, calories out, they need to kind of match so that you can keep your weight down. So I'm going to highlight those in blue. So let me go ahead real fast though. Also, I didn't put a key in here and I want to go ahead and put a cursor at the top of my paper, right click on that, and I'm going to go ahead and comment on that. So what I'm going to do is, this is my key. So yellow equals pathos, blue equals logos, and then green, excuse me, equals ethos. Because remember, we want to make sure that we can identify these elements. A lot of times my logos, the blue, is going to show me that this particular person is credible because this is the data that she's giving. So that pretty much is where I'm going to stop on my pathos and logos, or excuse me, my ethos and logos, because down here is the second or the third part of the introduction. I am going to highlight or actually underline this question because that's kind of a type of a thesis statement for this article. You have the data in paragraphs 1, 2, and 3, and then you have a question, why did this happen in the first place? And it looks like, to me as the reader, that's what the paper is going to comment on. So that's what I'm going to put in my comment. The underlined section means underlining shows what the paper is about. And then I'll put,